seconds and counting.
Hey, what's good, guys? Clutch here and Timmy here, back in another video. And for today's video, we're going to be talking about the Houston Texans. And today was day 2 of the joint practices with the Miami Dolphins. We have our second preseason game with the Dolphins on Saturday. It's going to be here in Houston at NRG Stadium. So that's going to be very exciting. Very great to look forward to. Apparently, all the starters are going to play, which includes Laramie Tunsil, Jimmy Ward. We may see some more extended play of CJ Stroud. I wouldn't surprise me if he plays probably most of the first quarter, if not all of it. D'Amico Ryans was talking about that today, how pretty much everybody's going to play. Every starter on the team. There's not going to be many people who sit out, if any. So that's going to be very exciting. And it's kind of expected. I mean, considering after we just have joint practices, they want to see what they look like in a real game against a team they've been practicing against for the past couple days. But before I get into anything more, I want y'all to comment down below. What are y'all's biggest keys or things to look forward to in the second preseason game? Like, what do y'all want to see? Do y'all want to see Stingley not be more involved, because I mean he can't do anything about it if people don't throw his way. Like, if Tua doesn't throw the ball his way, Stingley can't do nothing. But do y'all want to see like Christian Harris be even more explosive than what he was last week, and especially what he's been in this past couple of practices? He's been starting fights everywhere. He got a pick 6 yesterday on Tua. Do you want to see CJ Stroud look more comfortable? So just let me know down below in the comments what I want to see. But yeah, let's continue in the video. So today there wasn't, I guess, a lot of takeaways. It was kind of more of a slower paced practice than what it seemed like it was yesterday. Yesterday there was more excitement. There was bigger fireworks, more big time plays than what there were today. Today was more the news came on like one-on-one, stuff like that. Like Nico Collins, he burned, I want to say it was Eli Apple. CJ Stroud threw a perfect ball to Nico Collins. Nico Collins just ran right past Eli Apple. I mean, it's nothing. He didn't really beat him on a route. It was just a simple fade route. Threw it up. Nico Collins came down with it. I mean, CJ Stroud put it like perfectly in stride where Nico could just continue running as well. So that was a good one-on-one to see. Derek Stingley had an interception on one of the one-on-ones. I'm not really sure who the receiver was on this specific interception. I would think it was like number 17 or something like that. So it's not like it was on Tyreek Hill or Jalen Waddle or anything. But he read the route perfectly. He ran the route basically for the receiver. That was cool to see. Christian Harris, he almost had another fight. I want to say it was with, who was the former 49ers running back? Whoever that guy was. He almost had another fight with that guy. He started not pushing him, but like he said some words after the tackle. So it seems like Christian Harris is very heavily involved in this team. I don't know as far as leadership goes, but he's involved in the sense of he's going to be there around every play, and he's going to be the one talking. It seems like him and Jalen Petrie are probably the two biggest trash talkers so far on the defense. I know Jimmy Ward likes to talk trash a lot. Let's see who else. I'm probably Jonathan Grenard maybe a little bit. Sheldon Rankins I could see. But for the top two guys, if I had to say, it's probably Jalen Petrie and Christian Harris. Those two guys, it seems like they talk the most trash on the defense, and that's very good to see. Both those players are hard-hitting. They're very explosive. They're everywhere on the field. And I feel like those are two guys that are able to talk trash. I mean, you're going to need to back it up. If you're going to talk trash, you're going to be able to back it up. And they're able to easily back it up on the field, especially Jalen Petrie. Christian Harris, we need to see more of him this season. But he's been having a great camp. As I said, he had a pick 6 yesterday on Tua. He's been everywhere. He's been covering the running backs, the tight ends. He's been great in space. Just get him out in space. Let him use his straight line speed, his coverage speed, and he'll be good. He's going to be a very good linebacker for the Houston Texans. Let's see what else. CJ Stroud, he did have an interception. I think it was Javon Holland who intercepted one pass, and I think he had another one. He may have had 2 interceptions. I know for a fact he had 1. He may have had 2, but one was to Javon Holland. I didn't see a clip on that one. I'm sure it's going to be posted later by some of the accounts. I'm not really sure how that one went. I'm not sure if it was just a blatant interception, like if it was an overthrow, if it was right to him, or what exactly happened there. But, I mean, overall, CJ Stroud's been good these past 2 days. He's kept his composure. He's made some good throws. He had a 65-yard touchdown pass to Nico Collins today. He had one on the one-on-ones to Nico Collins, and he had one in the team drills to Nico Collins. And I think that one was 65 yards. I saw a tweet. I'm not sure who tweeted it out. Maybe it was DJ the enemy, one of those guys. But he did have a 65-yard bomb to Nico Collins. He had a nice throw to Noah Brown. Noah Brown was heavily involved today. How Robert Woods was involved yesterday, I want to say it was Noah Brown, like kind of taking over Robert Woods' role, if you will, today. And I mean, he did a good job at that. John Mechie, he had a pretty good day on one-on-ones. He burned his guy a couple times. He had one catch. It was posted on Twitter. I'm not sure if it was by the official Texans account or one of the people that were there in attendance. But he had one catch where he was running an out route. He made the catch like a toe tap, and he had to drag his feet down, and he fell to the ground, coming out of bounds, but he was still able to hold on to the ball and contain and make the catch. So that was cool to see, and that's gonna be a very pivotal piece of this offense, I think. Getting quick little out routes, quick little throws to pick up like a first down. It was like 2nd and 3, 3rd and 4, stuff like that. Just get a quick little out route, one where the quarterback doesn't have to take too much time. Just a 2-3 step drop. Hit the guy on the out route. One of the biggest takeaways that I think that was negative from today was the offensive line. CJ Stroud was heavily under pressure a lot today. There was sacks. There was pressure all in his face. I think that's one of the reasons he did throw the interception to Von Holland. There was pressure in his face. I mean, that's one of the biggest things I could think of. Yeah, I mean, they just need to shore up the offensive line. Of course, Titus Howard is still out, so once he comes back, I'm sure he'll be good on that side. The Synergy Scruggs, I saw a tweet that on one play, some guy just ran past him. And I mean, I'm not too worried about that. He's still a rookie. He has displayed a good showing last week in the preseason game against the Patriots. He was good yesterday against the Dolphins. So I'm not worried about a couple plays here and there. He's still a rookie and whatnot. Still learning the system. So I'm not too worried about that. Kenyon Green, same thing happened to him. Some guys ran past him. Now that... I'm a little bit more worried because Kenyon Green, we did invest a top half first-round pick on him last season. And to be a first-round pick as an offensive lineman, you'd expect him to at least be an average guy, at least be an average starter. We're not asking anything more. Just be able to be a solidified left guard for us. Be able to contain... Just be able to hold your own. And so far, Kenyon Green, I mean, last week against the Patriots, he did look pretty good. He's been having a pretty decent camp, but we just need to see more from him this season. Hopefully he can get things together because CJ Stroud, he's going to need this offensive line to be on their A game this season, especially like in a West Coast type of offense. It's going to be a lot of play action, and if CJ Stroud, he's not going to be paying attention to the rush half of the time on play actions. He's going to be focused on trying to sell the handoff, so he's going to be focused more on that, and then by the time he turns around to look on the field, to scan the field, there's really going to be pressure in his face. So the offensive lines needs to be able to hold their own for just a little bit. Come on, like, they invested so much into this offensive line, first-round picks, trades, a lot of money. Half of these guys on the offensive line are being paid big dollar. Laramie Thompson's being paid big dollar. Shaq Mason's being paid big dollar. Titus Howard's being paid big dollar. We drafted Kenyon Green in the first round. We drafted Juice Scruggs in the second round. This offensive line has a lot of stock into it. Like, we invested so much into this offensive line for it to not just be good, and we need it to be really, really good, or at least at the bare minimum, be able to be stable. I think the biggest positive takeaway from today was probably the secondary. I mean, there's a lot of good things on the defense. I think the linebackers did their job. The defensive line, there's a couple plays where they were all into his face. It wasn't just like one guy. Like, it wasn't just like for example, Will Anderson in his face. I remember on one play, somebody said something like, the defensive lineman just happened to be into his face right away. So I'm not sure if that was just miscommunication on the offensive side of the part for them. But yeah, this defense looks great. Mainly the secondary. But yeah, I mean, the preseason game this Saturday, today's camp, not too much to go off of. I feel like yesterday's was more fireworks involved. But I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me know what y'all guys think down below in the comments. What y'all think about today's practice. Again, what do y'all want to see on Saturday in the preseason game? But it's been Clutch City Entertainment, and I hope you guys have a good day. Peace.